Welcome to our session today, and it's all about having a stretch with a little bit of spine mobility. So it's mostly like a leg stretch and a bit of back stretch as well. If you sat at a desk all day or driving, often the lower back gets quite stiff. So I have got a block. You may need a cushion or something to sit on, but I probably won't use it, but I will show you how to do it. And yeah, let's get started, shall we? So the first thing we're going to do, and I will tell you now, this is not my favorite exercise. I hate this one. And Joseph Pilates used to say, what you don't like, do more of, or do two of. So I should really do more of these. Now, see how this feels for you. If you find you sat in this position and the legs are straight and your back is nice and straight, that's fine. If you feel like you sat in that kind of shape, pop yourself onto a little cushion so that it elevates your hips. And that can help you to sit up nice and straight. However, just be mindful if your knees are bending the other way. So either have a towel under the knees or just have your knees a little bit soft, just so that you don't put weight through the knee joint. Or the other option is just to have the legs a little wider apart. Now, you will get more out of this if you can flex your toes back. This is also a neural stretch. So it will stretch all the tissues that surround the sciatic nerve. So it's actually quite a good sciatic nerve stretch. Not that we can stretch nerves. Anyhow, let's get started. So have your hands next to you. Sit nice and tall. So think of lifting your rib cage off of your hips and have a shoulder roll. And I want you to imagine a wall behind you. And in fact, if you can do this against a wall, that will also be good. From here, take a breath in. And now we're going to drop the chin to the chest. And imagine you're going to try and put your forehead on your knees. And as you do that, sweep your hands forward towards your feet. So just, you can see where my hands go. They go up towards my end of my trousers there. And then inhale as you bring yourself back up again, grow nice and tall. So keep your feet active. Now, if it's too much on the back of the legs, you can also point your toes. So breath in, drop the chin to the chest, head to knees, reach your hands forward. Now, can you see that my hands are now towards my feet? And then inhale as you come back up again. So as much as I don't like this exercise, it is such a good exercise for the back of your legs, your glutes, and thoracolumbar fascia, which is this lower back area, which can cause a lot of issues if this connective tissue is not released or stretched off. So we're just going to carry on with the breath. So inhale, chin to chest, exhale. Inhale, come up. And exhale. So this is one that I like to do quite a lot of, because I usually find a point where all of a sudden my body's like, oh, and it does actually feel quite nice. And I can't tell you when that point might be. Some days it's soon, some days it takes a bit longer. So the toes stay curled back if possible. Your knees are active, your head's going towards the knees, and you're hugging your tummy in towards your spine. Each time you come up, make sure the chin comes up. What your brain will do is get you to do half ones to make it quick and easier for you. So make sure you come up to that starting position. So exhale, chin down. Inhale up. Exhale. Each time, just trying to go a tiny bit further. Let's do one more. And then bring yourself back up again. And then release. So, don't you, when you watch videos and you get some teachers that lie on their legs and you think, oh, I'm not one of those teachers. Right, so we are going to come into a little bit of rotation. And this is called the saw, but I'm not going to teach it in the classical sense. I'm going to have a slight amendment to it. I'm going to change it slightly. So the legs are open. the feet are flexed back again. You can sit on a block if you feel like you need to give your back and your hips a little bit of space. You can point your toes. If you tend to suffer with flat foot or anything like that, point your toes. Otherwise, have the feet flexed back if you can. So we're going to do very similar to from the hip, but we're actually going to be facing one side, and we're going to stick to that side. So like I said, it's like the saw, the classical version, just a little bit, I've adapted it a little bit. Now, sitting nice and tall, lift your rib cage and rotate to face your left leg and have your hands on either side of your left leg. And we're going to do exactly what we've just done with the other exercise. So breathe in, drop the chin to the chest, bow down towards your left knee and sweep your hands forward. Now, what I want you to notice is that your right hand is a little bit behind your left hand. So can you try and reach that right hand further round? And you might not be able to. Like, there's a lot of pulling going on there for me. I do know there's a bit of tightness on that side. Breathe in, come back up again. Stay on this side. So exhale, head to knees. Your gaze is under the left armpit. Notice your hands. Can you reach a little bit more with that right hand? Again, the answer might be no, that doesn't matter. It's just like you're just trying to deepen the stretch. Hold your stretch and just pay attention to your right leg that it hasn't rolled in. So just engage your inner thighs on the right side and keep the toes up towards the ceiling. Inhale up. Exhale, reach. Reach that right arm a little more. Anchor your right sitting bone down so your right hip is not lifting. Inhale, come up. Last one, exhale. Stay there. Can you reach a little more with the right hand? So for me personally, I feel the stretch there. You might feel it in the back of the leg. And inhale as you come back up again. Come back to the center, just give your legs a little shake. So we're all going to feel it in a different place. We haven't all got the same body. So now we're going to go to the right. So rotate first, nice and tall, take a breath in. And the first one, just do it nice and gently, just see where your body's at. Notice your hands. Now your left hand's going to be further back, so can you reach with the left hand a bit more? And inhale as you come back up. And exhale. Head to knee, gazing under your right armpit. Inhale. And exhale. So wherever you feel the stretching from, can you deepen that sensation? Making sure your left leg is not rolling in, so send the toes towards the ceiling. And then when you come up, stay facing and then come back to the center. So hopefully you notice one side is a little bit more challenging. So I want you to pick the side that was more challenging. However, with this particular movement, so when I went to my left, the right side of my back was tighter. When I went to my right side, my legs were tighter. So if you've got those differences, which one is more important for you? So for me, it's trying to stretch off my back. So I'm going to go towards my left side. Maybe you want to stretch off your legs a bit more, so you would go to that side. So pick a side, take a breath in, and then exhale, go into it. And we are just going to stay here. Now, if you didn't feel any differences in the side, you're going to do, I'll tell you when to switch over, but just stick to one side now. Now, whichever side you've gone to, the inside hand, you're really trying to focus on reaching that. How can you deepen the sensation? Maybe it's trying to take the head closer towards the knee. Maybe it's trying to reach more from your back. If you want to go to the other side, go to the other side, but make sure you sit up nice and tall first, then rotate and go into it. I'm going to stay on this side. keeping both the feet active. So remember, we don't want the toes to roll in. So remember, the exhale is when your body goes, it releases. So be aware of your body locking and getting really tense. We want to try and melt into this because we're busy stretching. So we don't want pain. It wants to be uncomfortable. But just allow your body to open up. Last breath. And then bring yourself, face the leg up towards the top, coming back to the center, and then just help your legs into a butterfly, and we'll flap the legs. So that is our session for today. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. As I said, they're not my favorite exercises, particularly the first one, but I do feel huge benefit from it. So I hope you did too, and I'll see you on the mat soon. Take care.